Enyanom ni adofo. That shocked you people, didn't it? Y'all thought we were going to do Chi today. It ain't going to happen. Well, one of these days, I'll do a full show in Chi. I did an interview in Chi before, didn't I? I think I did. But don't worry. We'll make it happen very, very soon. I hope you guys are all doing good. Thank you for welcome to All That Matters. I am your girl, the one and only Nzima Beyonce, Nzima Oprah, the one and only Nzima Queen. Yes, it is a brand new day. It is a brand new day. Sarkodie song came in my head, but I can't remember the lyrics. So we'll just leave it to God. We'll just leave it to God and then go to sleep. How about that? If you're watching on YouTube, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and then make sure you hit the bell next to it so that you will be notified whenever we post a video. If you are watching on Facebook, don't forget to hit the follow or the like or the share, the follow or the like button so that whenever we post, you will be notified. And don't forget to share this page, our pages or our videos with everybody that you know. I'll give you a second to hit the subscribe button and the follow button. Good. Now you just officially sealed your deal next to Jesus. I can't make promises, but I feel like you officially sealed your deal. That is one of the ways to get into the kingdom. So you made it happen. Thank you guys so much. As always, we're going to give you a great show, but thank you to RG Kids. If you are an expecting parent, a parent with young kids, a parent with a fresh baby, reach out to RG Kids. Let me tell you something. They create something out of nothing. I have seen a baby boss that in my heart, I'm like, wow, that could be my manager. I have seen a baby in a spa. I'm like, wait, even me, I've never been to the spa, but the baby's enjoying. Listen, they will give you an amazing theme. They will come with decor. It will come with attire. They will create something for you. Whatever you are looking for, they are going to create it for you. And if you're out there, and then you need an inspiration. You need something to turn your ovaries. And you need something that will be like, oh, my ovaries. Now let me go make one. Just head over to their Instagram. Their page alone will activate your ovaries. Yes, if you're a man, it will activate everything else. Okay, it will activate it. So head over to RG Kids, RG_kids_portrait. RG_kids_portrait. And they will capture all the beautiful moments for you. Capture it now because these kids grow up fast, okay? RG_kids_portrait. Excuse me. Or you can give them a call on 614-254-2151. At Cuba, if the skin ain't glowing, the hair ain't growing, and the beard ain't connected, I don't know what you're doing with your life. GGC, baby, okay? Yes, make sure you get yours now because this summer we outside. Makeup free because we don't want the makeup to melt. The heat is heating. So we want to make sure that we bring our skin out and we enjoy this beautiful sun that the Lord has given us. So make sure that your skin is healthy. Head over to www.elcuba.com and make sure your hair is growing and make sure the beard is connecting. Guys, we want to be able to run our hands through the beard. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know, okay? If you know, then you know, and that's on per. So go get yours now. Head over to www.elcuba.com or you can give them a call on 614-584-1845 and use the special code REVOLT from now till September ending to get 50% off. It's REVOLT. I feel like something is choking me. Lona Soul Clothing. This summer we outside. Yeah, this summer we're not staying inside. You know why? Because it's party all summer, okay? Party after Revolt attempts the Guinness Book of Records. We outside all summer. We got to show off what we have done, okay? And we outside this summer with Lona Soul Streetwear. Ladies, size down in the shorts. Guys, get yours now, okay? They have their shorts come in tan and tan and gray. The shirts comes in black and white. Listen, it's a beautiful print. It is amazing. It doesn't fade, okay? I have washed mine like 50 times and it hasn't faded. It doesn't fade. The shorts are still amazing. Get yours now because we outside. Like the men said, you're going to wear the shirt and throw a suit on top of it. It works. A suit jacket on top of it and it works out amazing. Ladies, we outside this summer, okay? We got to show off what God has given us. So get yours now. Head over to Lona Soul Streetwear .com and get yours now. Use the code REVOLT and you get 80% off. 80% off. Use the code revolt, and that's on that. Now let's get this party started. I'm in the mood to party. Of course, if I'm about to party, I got to party with my favorite bullheaded man. Okay, Melanin Ken. He's the god, the city, right? The god, the city, and the day. There's more added to that. I don't know. Wow. The god, the city, and the man. I always forget that one. The god, the city, and the man, and that's on period. I'm here with my party partner, Kumasi Yami. How are you?
I'm all right, Jasmine. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah. I'm officially changing your name from Kumasi Yami to my Guinness World Record holder. You know, I gotta speak it.
Let's win it first.
It's okay. It has happened. You said the Bible said, "Have faith, as little as a mustard." I preach you, Minister Jasmine.
Faith without works. You gotta do the work first.
We've already done the work, and the Lord will do His own. Okay, Amen. Minister Amen. Jasmine is preaching you. Only today I'll use my minister title. After this moment, it's back to my Beyonce. Cool down. Where's Kelly?
I hope Big Mike is watching.
Minister Jasmine, it's used in certain moments to uplift your faith. Now we're back to my Beyonce. Anyways, but how are you doing, Kumasi?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's good to see you as always.
See you too.
So now, are you ready for this topic? Because I can see that you're getting old.
Yes, I am.
You know, old age is close to you. Not me. I'm still young.
It is very close to me.
You know, old age is close to you.
The Bible says, who thinks he's standing?
What are you trying to say?
Whoever thinks he's standing.
I am standing firm. On Christ, the solid rock I stand. Don't play me. But you're getting old, and I know your birthday is coming up. This year, I'm going to buy you a walking stick. We got to prepare you, okay? I want to make sure you're prepared. Why are you looking at me like that? Then I feel bad. But as old age is catching you, have you made plans of, like, as you get older, have you already made plans? Like, what is supposed to have, like, maybe what, nursing home we should put you in? Or if you want to move to, have you already started thinking about stuff like that?
Nah, I will never be in a nursing home.
Cool down. All I asked you, why you gotta throw it in?
You were asking me what nursing home.
Why you don't want to be in a nursing home?
I will never be in a nursing home.
Okay, well, I just wanted to, if you've started making arrangement for your old age, because it's almost here. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be here.
Like 2 days.
If it's not here, it's gonna get here. So
it's gonna be in 2 days. You gotta start making. Okay, so being an African young kid, I know one of the things that a lot of times we are taught when you are growing up in an African home is that our parents took care of us. Right. So when they get to a certain age, we are responsible to take care. Even though I have my own opinion about that part, but like as they're getting older, the responsibility of them to us taking care of them is on us. We are here in America. Let's be honest. Life is very busy. Most of us, especially Ghana is different, but here you go to work, come home, you have kids, whatever. So the conversation of probably when our parents get older, here in America, they've created facilities where we can put our parents in, which comes with nurses and caregivers, right? And recreational stuff activities that they can get into, so then they're not bored. Right? They're there. But one thing I have noticed with our African parents is that they're very opposed to that conversation. Like you bring up in an African household, nursing home is like, oh, you are forbidden. You're a very bad child. You don't care about your parents. What is your feeling about nursing homes in general?
I don't believe in a system, right? Mm-hmm. That run up all weaker people and put them in a specific spot.
Damn.
I don't believe in that system. I don't think it's a good system.
Okay.
I think the weaker ones should be part of the society, the general society, so we can really cherish life. If you take all the weaker ones away from the stronger ones, you don't really see life and its balances. But if any home you go, you see a weaker person in there, our decisions that we make will be transformed. When you take older people and put them somewhere, and it's like all we care about is the newer people, the greener ones.
But then they're weak. Most of them are weak. Most of them, let's just say, if we put them in their personal home, if anything happens,
why do you think we grow when we are young? We're stronger. Then we grow, and then we get weaker.
Because we've lived life. We're old.
No, it's balance.
Okay.
It's there for it to give. That's in any situation we have. It's opposite.
Of course.
Right? You cannot take. That's why I do not believe in a same-sex school. You cannot take boys and put them in one place and put girls in one place. That's not how society functions.
Okay.
You cannot take the weaker ones and put them in a specific place and then leave the stronger ones in a specific place. I don't think it's a good balance. We need that balance to be able to function.
But we've not removed them from society. They're still a part of society.
No,
You're just in a home that you receive proper care.
How many people, if you don't work there, you don't see them? If you don't work there, you don't see them.
Of course. But if you're a parent, let's just say if my parent is in a nursing home, I will go visit.
But what I'm saying is, it's not you, one person just going to visit. What I'm saying is, it has to be integral part of the society. So we can see, we will know that one day we will be like these people. The constant remembrance that one day we will get.
But then who's responsible to take care of them? Let's just say, okay, hold on.
The society that, the societies that do not practice that, how do they take care of the older ones?
So let's just speak in Africa, right? In Ghana. I can speak on Ghana. One of the things I remember when my grandmother got older, she used to live somewhere in Axim. When she got older, my auntie brought her to Takrade, right, to live with her. It was a family-based home. So then there are sisters, there are aunties, there are whatever taking care of her. So it's like a family, the grandkids are all there. Here in America, let's be honest, it's a single family household. Most of the time, it's you and your wife and your kids. By the time you come back from work, the kids are going to school, you work. Most families, either some is working overnight or some is working during the day. The time and the balance to take care of a mother, let's just say a weekend grandmother, it's hard. But then in the nursing home, there is care that is given. It's
hard. It's not.
But here,
it doesn't mean it's not doable. It's hard. Everything is hard. When you have a child, you take care of them, right? It's hard.
But then there are daycare services that I can take my kid to. We have daycare that starts at 6 months.
What I'm saying is, when you have a child, you take care of them. Is that not hard?
It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard. Life is hard. Life is hard. It's against my cultural values. It's against my cultural values to take my mother and father into a home, especially when I know they don't want to be there. It's against my cultural values. I don't think it's a good practice. I think there's a reason why there's a reason why we need them to be part of the integral society. We don't have to put them elsewhere. Personally, I wouldn't do that. I don't think it's a good system.
So what are you going to do in this position? Okay, what if their mental state is altered? So, you know, as our parents get older, dementia is there and all of the Alzheimer's and the whole 9 yards. Their mental status.
We have kids that are sick. We don't put them anywhere. We keep them with us. What's the difference?
But the reason I'm arguing this one is kids, right?
Yeah, I want you to argue.
With kids, we have daycares now that actually start at 5 months. So as a mother, I have a baby, 5 months, I can go back to work and all that.
How many mothers want to put their 5 months?
You don't want to.
No, but how many mothers want to do that?
You don't want to, but you have to.
How many mothers are actually doing that?
A few are actually. A majority now, especially here in America, are doing it. You don't want to, but the society we live in, you have to, because you have to go to work. If you don't work, I stayed home for 2 months.
Like I say, cultural values would not let me do that. When my wife is pregnant and my child is 5 months, my wife is staying home to take care of the child. I'm not putting my 5 months old child.
But then you can afford it.
But if you cannot afford it, why you have a child? like why you want to have a child if you cannot afford it?
No, that's not about the child that being affording a child. Okay, Kumase. We live in America.
My father lived a life. My mother lived a life. My mother have lived a very noble life. This woman deserve somebody taking care.
I'm not saying that. Shout out to my parents. My parents are amazing, okay?
If my father didn't take care of me, if my mother didn't take care of me, they didn't like me, I'm not taking care of them.
But why is it my responsibility to take care of my parents?
But who should take care of them? They work.
Putting them in a nursing home does not mean I'm not taking care of them. I'm taking care of them in a different way.
Do they want to be there?
You don't want to be there, but you have to be there. Do you want to go to work every single day?
I don't.
You don't, but guess what you do? You wake up and you have to.
No, but they don't have to be there. You can actually make provisions why they would.
How are you going to make that provision? What provision shall you make? In America, I'm not talking about Ghana. What provisions? What are you going to do?
Your father worked. My father worked. My mother worked. They made money. If I'm taking care of them, I have access to the money. All I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in my first floor. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my mother in my first floor. My mother's going to live with me, and that's how I'm going to take care of her.
Who's going to take care of her when you're not home?
When I'm not home, my wife is going to be home.
What if your wife is at work? Okay,
I don't
perfect.
plan my. So this is how I plan my life. All of us are not gonna be out of the house at the same time. Somebody got to be in the house. So that's the balance. If I'm out, my wife is in. If she's out, I'm in. And then we're going to take care of our families. We're not going to put our families out, especially doing something to them that they don't want to go through.
What if it's in a situation, let's just say you're not married. You're a single man.
I'm not married, and my father is 90-year-old.
Let's just say.
What's wrong with me?
Let's just say you're not married. Well, there's some men that have kids late. I have a 6-year-old sister. My dad is turning 60. Let's not have that conversation.
But what I'm saying, no, I'm not talking about having a child. I'm talking about not being married.
No, that's what I'm saying. The reason I'm using that example is my dad is turning 60. My dad turned 60 in like 2 weeks. My little sister is 6. Let's just do the math. By the time my sister...
But the father is married.
My dad? Yeah, my dad is married.
So that doesn't even... We are talking about...
No, you're not understanding where I'm going. I'm saying, you said if the dad is 90 in your home, you're married. But I'm saying, what if it's a situation that you're not married?
And I'm saying that, why wouldn't I be married? My father is 90. Why wouldn't I be married?
What if he had you late?
My father had me
Let's
late.
say he had you 60, at 60, like my dad had my little
30.
sister.
If my father had me at 60, I'll be 30.
Majority, averagely, most men get married at 35.
I was married by that time.
But let's say you're not married.
What I'm trying to say is, if we put our mind to it that this is what we have to do, we find a way to do it. What we are doing is we are trying to make it look like, oh, my parents are not my responsibilities. My kids are my responsibility. My parents are not my responsibility. I think that system is not a good system. And you see, there's a bloodline that we are all protecting. I came from a specific bloodline.
Of course.
That same bloodline is what my kids are going to come from.
Course, yeah.
And that bloodline is what I need to protect. I'm going to find a way to keep my parents protect them. And it's not just my parents, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, none of these people, anybody that will be associated with me in a way, even by proxy, unless they say this is where I want to be. There's no way. We figure a way out. We don't do that. Where I'm from, our values are different. We don't do that. We're not going to put our mothers in nursing home because we feel like we cannot use them in any way. That's the whole system. Anybody tells that, oh, we are too busy. You have time for your little ones when you have them. You can't have to, because you feel like they are used. They don't have anything to offer. They can't do anything to help us anymore. It's that mentality that drives that. That's a capitalist mentality. That's the mentality that drives that. Oh, let's put them aside. Listen, any society, and look at how this society, any society that do not take care of the weaker ones, or that do not integrate the weaker ones into the society, they don't see no morals. That's why immorality is going. There's a balance. The weak is there to help the strong. The strong is there to help the weak. Yeah. We cannot sideline them because we feel like we don't need them. I think it is a wrong system. A lot of them are crying, especially the ones from Africa. They are crying, we do not want to go there. Just take us to Africa. These kids don't want to do it because they feel like it's not their responsibility. Well, who said when you have a child, the child is your responsibility?
It's not. It is, actually.
Who said that?
Let me explain why. I think Chevy made a perfect example a couple of weeks ago. Okay. He said, I was minding my business. You made the choice to open your legs and have me. I didn't ask for it. You made the choice to have me. So I am your responsibility. You made the choice.
Yes, I made the choice. You know what? Mm-hmm. When you go on this tangent, you know what I could also say? I made that choice. And I've also made another choice.
You can't. That's different.
No,
it is. Me taking care of my parents is different.
Let me finish this. All what I'm trying to say is we do not live life decisions based on choices.
Okay.
If we live life decisions based on choice, a choice can be a wrong choice or a good choice. They're all choices. I can decide to do or not to do. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of people, they get punished, they put them in jail for not taking care of their kids. They still would not take care of them.
Of course.
They will take the punishment. It's a choice, right?
But there's no punishment if I don't take care of my mother.
That's the point. But what I'm saying is, the fact that there's no punishment doesn't make it right. Okay. There are a lot of things that we are doing wrong, that we don't get punished for it. You know, somebody go somewhere and badmouth somebody.
It's wrong, yeah.
It's wrong.
But you made the
But there's
decision to
there's no punishment for it.
Of course.
Somebody go and steal, there's punishment for it. Right? I can badmouth you and then you will lose everything that you have. You know that, right?
Of course, yeah.
Status is everything in society. I could just go around and just say a word to somebody and you lose everything. You lose everybody. There's no punishment for me. I'm gone. So what I'm trying to say is that it's not the law court to decide what is wrong and what is not right. That's why there is conscience in us to make that decision. I think where I'm from, based on my cultural values, based on my societal expectations, I can't put anybody that's associated with me in a nursing home. We have to figure a way to take care of them. You
know, one of the things that I like about the Caucasian family mentalities, like as I'm working now, I'm preparing for, you know, as I get older, I don't put my responsibility, or I don't feel like my kids should be responsible for me financially. So everything I do, I always plan ahead. Life insurances, whatever it is, plan ahead. Or, you know, retirement insurance or whatever it is, I plan ahead. So then my kids don't have to now bear the burden. Okay. I understand that my parents took care of me. I understand that our parents took care of us. But at the same time, why do our parents feel like that financial burden has to be on me? I'm at an age, let's say if I have a family, that financial, I have to also think about that financial burden. So why didn't you properly, as parents, properly plan yourself? I know some parents that will do nothing. And then a parent made a comment recently, and me and my friend, we were talking about it, and she was like, oh, me, the main planning insurance, when I get older, me ban the me.
Lack of understanding. And it is so sad when we start judging people and we start, how do we say this, comparing. Ghana is just 60-something years old. If you compare Ghana to America, America is over 250 years old. The gap is from the gap is huge.
It's huge, yeah.
Even look at Ghana right now. There's a lot of people that are planning their life. There's life insurances in Ghana.
Yeah.
People are planning. You cannot force people that were born in Gold Coast to think this way. Their mental faculty was already formed.
But then, how come they don't think about the fact that Wubano also has their own responsibilities?
No, but what I'm trying to tell you is there's a specific system that they were raised in. Think about it this way. There's a system that you are living in right now that gives you the foundation to speak the way you are speaking.
Of course.
Okay, we are going to save money. We are going to go, when we go on retirement,
there's something to depend on, yeah.
Have you ever thought about it about one time in the next 20, 30 years, that system changed and there's no retirement and everything is gone? Have you ever thought about that?
Oh, yeah. People plan retirement, they lose.
No, I'm not talking about losing it. That whole system of, this is how our...
Oh, yeah, that happens.
The whole cultural system.
It can change.
Have you ever thought about it?
Of course.
What will you do?
I still plan you have to come up with alternatives.
No, you're not understanding what I'm saying. The system that we live in right now, it tells us that, put money down, life insurance, put money down for one key, put money down.
What does it change
IRA.
to?
One day, when that system expires, what are you going to do?
What is it changing to?
Okay, let me
ask. It has to change it to something.
Okay. When our forefathers, like let's say, I wouldn't even go back, I would say 80 years ago, there was nothing like retirement plan. There was nothing like their retirement plan was their kids. They invest everything that they have. That's the system they live by.
Of course.
All of a sudden, this generation wants to expire that system. And then there was no training for them. And then all of a sudden, they say, but why didn't you plan yourself? They planned. The system has switched up on them.
Perfect. I like that. I like where you're going with that.
Go ahead.
You're saying that in this case, this is a parent that has done what they're supposed to. They've worked hard and
they have done everything that they know.
They have
only do what
put their kids in a situation where the kids will be able to afford to take care of them. Some African parents do not actually invest in their children. One, but they invest their whole money. They don't invest in anything the kid is doing. Even if the kid has a dream or whatever, they don't invest in nothing. They don't even focus on that. But once they know, say, they'll make it. Then they financially put everything on them. So
will you be worried about somebody that doesn't have anything in your life? I've never seen any child that is worried about a father that deserted him or her like 30 years ago, never wasn't there, never been there.
But you're surprised once I make it, they want me to.
It's not about whether they came back or not. It's about what you do. I'm asking it. Will you be worried about such a person?
No, I don't care.
So that is not even a conversation. This conversation that we are talking about is the one that has taken care of you. That's why you're trying to find alternatives. That's the one we are talking about. Well, all I'm trying to say is those ones will be there. Those, we're not going to, even in America, you still have those ones.
Of course.
Those ones are going to be there. Those are not what we are talking about. We are talking about those that have taken care of their kids, put money down, break their back for their kids to be able to be where they are. Those are the ones that we are talking about.
Okay. If we want to go on that one too, I can also argue in a way that what if let's say I'm married, my husband and I are not in the financial position that, let's say, we can alter let's just say me and my husband, before we got married, we work 9 to 5. All right, 9 to 5. We have little kids. They're in school. Most kids, get off by 5, whatever it is. They're in school. So me and my husband get off 9 to 5. My mother needs care 24/7. Most of the time when they get to a certain age, it's hard for them to walk, move around. We cannot afford it in that space. Let's say in that season, we cannot afford that. Our mother will come live with us for us to alter our schedule. Like you just said, your wife will not go to work or whatever the situation is. We cannot afford it in that season. In that season, I put my mom, let's just say, my mom in a nursing home. Just for a while, that I know, okay, the 9 to 5, there is somebody that will take care of her. There are nurses. So in case even anything happens, because most of the time when people are thinking about nursing home, they think about the health team. There are nurses that are available to take care of your mother at any time.
I think most of them say the health team, but they actually don't think of the health team. They think of how they're going to get rid of him.
No, but not even to get rid of them. I'm just seeing in this perspective. I will still go and check on my mom. I'll still go spend time with my mom. I'll still go make sure my mom is okay. But I just want to make sure that I have the team. There was a situation. There's this Nigerian girl. She's a single young girl. Whatever. Her husband is in the army, right? Her dad has minor or like dementia. Like it comes and goes. It's on and off. And she was like, because of her schedule, and mind you, she has a challenged kid. Okay, so like because of her schedule, because when she's going to work, she drops the kid at daycare. Her dad also needs a health attention during the day. So if I put you in a nursing home, when I get off, I'll come spend time with you, with your grandkid, whatever, just so you have the health team there. So if anything goes AY, the nurses are there, the doctors are there. In a case like this, the kid is not being selfish.
Well, I'm not saying the kids are being selfish. I'm just saying that per my cultural values, it will not let me do that. If I put my mind to anything that I want to do, I can do it. If I want to take care of my parents, I can take care of them. I feel like if you don't want to do something, you can find any excuses as to why you can't do it.
That one is true.
But if you put your mind to it that this is what I think is right, this is what I think I should do, I think you will be able to do it. I know there's a lot of people that believe that is the way. So be it. I'm not going to say that system is wrong for them or me, it is wrong for me. Nobody that is associated with me will be in that system. I don't think it's a good system. That's all I want to say.
I understand where you're going. I really do. I'm trying my best. But I want you to also see on the perspective of, what if I'm not financially in the position to do that?
Are you in a financial position to live?
To live where?
Like, are you surviving?
I'm surviving.
Yeah.
I'm surviving on me alone.
When you force it, the award don't say, you can only give what you have. You can only give what you have. You see, we can go on and on with this thing. If you put your mind that this is what I'm going to do, you can do it.
Perfect.
You see,
go ahead. Go ahead. Because I have another one I want to counter you with real quick.
We sit down and then we say, there's a lot of guys that say that, when my girl got pregnant, I never had anything. And then all of a sudden the child came in and then you start working. It's always going to be a way, so far as you put your mind to it. All these things is because, have you thought about it? If there was no system like that, like the nursing home,
it wouldn't be in our mind.
It's because that provision is there. That's why we are doing it. The fact that the provision is there doesn't make it right in my books. Like the fact that the provision is there. There's a lot of provisions that are there that you are not doing it.
Of course.
Like I said myself, I will never seek public assistance. It's not because I feel like people that seek public assistance are anything. And the reason why I do not seek public assistance is I feel like it's a way to make me lazy. Mm-hmm. If the system is going to give me $1,000, $1,500, why should I work 60 hours a week?
I wouldn't.
That's right. I want to be able to make money where I can say I made it. Mm-hmm. That's where I want to go. Mm-hmm. I feel like if that system is not there, a lot of people work. Do you agree with that?
I agree. I get up and I go.
If the system of nursing home is not there, a lot of people will live with their mothers and their fathers, and they'll be fine. Mm-hmm. There wouldn't be a problem. It is only a problem because that provision is there.
We have that option.
That's why it's a problem. To me, I think, especially when my mother is saying I don't want to go there, it's not that, because now I feel like I'm in a position to make a decision for my mother. So I said, no, that's where you're going to go. And she's saying, there was one guy that was telling me that the father said the moment they are trying to take him to the nursing home, he's going to kill himself. This man said he's going to kill himself because he doesn't want to be there. And that's what the kids are pushing for. I think it is wrong. I think it's not just wrong. It's inhumane. I was put in a boarding house when I was 9 years old. And I say this all the time, that no child should go through that system.
Yeah.
If my child tells me, Daddy, I don't want to go there, why would I want to put my child over there? Mm-hmm. Somewhere they don't want to go. I feel like the same way. It doesn't matter. When these people, when they grow, they become like kids.
That one is so
like you were just talking about something.
They act like kids.
Minutes ago. They become like kids. They don't want to go. You can't sacrifice like 5 years of your life for the woman that carried you, or the man that took care of you. Then I don't know what you can sacrifice your life for. That is my belief. I think we just...
So you feel like, let's say both parents, like in my case, both of my parents are alive, right? I will, if let's say they get to the age where I have to take care of them, you feel like nursing home is not an option. I should make sure, like, create...
I think
make a way both of them to live.
I think all the siblings can come together and devise a system of how to take care of the parents. It's not one person's. You see, our society has never been individualistic. Our society has never been like that. Our society is all inclusive. Mm-hmm. You help me, I help you. That's how
That's what we're trained.
That's how we've lived.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we've lived. We are now in a society that is individualistic. Mm-hmm. So all of a sudden we want to be individualistic because that's the society that we live in. But I'm saying it is hard to take your mother that was born in the Gold Coast time, raised in Gold Coast, to tell the mother that, nah, this is where you're gonna be. It's gonna be tough on them.
Perfect. I want to go the other route. Since we are Africans, right?
Please do.
So let's just say my mom gets to a certain age. My mom and I have actually had this conversation before where we're talking about whether nursing home or, Ghana. And my mom always says that Ghana, right? But then I also have the fear. I take my mom to Ghana, right? That means, which I'm responsible every, let's say, week to make sure I send money for, make sure she's, fed and there's everything going for her, right? But then I have the fear that she's now in close proximity. Compared to, let's say, if she's in a nursing home, let's say, I can go sit next to her and read to her. But I take her to Ghana. How often do majority of us go back home? Especially if
why do you need her in close proximity?
She's my mother. I need to see her. I want to make sure she's okay. I want to check on her.
But she's your mother. She's opposing nursing home. You still want to put her there.
So, yeah, she's opposing. So I take her to Ghana.
Yeah.
But then how often let's be honest.
But you got to also get to a point in life and understand that everything is not about you.
But she's my mother.
Yeah. But it's not about you. It's about her now. And this is what she want to do.
Okay.
I just feel like, okay, what if she dies?
Yeah, then I know she's not here anymore. Then there's a difference.
But you survive, though.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, whether we have them or we don't have them, where we are right now, whether we have them or we don't have them, we will survive.
Okay.
It gets to a point in the later days of their life, we have to do what makes them happy.
Okay.
And I think it's the best way. If your mother says, hey, I want to go to Ghana. I know you are busy. A lot of them, they will even tell you. A lot of them, they know. They love you so much that They know when you cannot do the work that you want to do. They know.
Yeah.
They will tell you like, I'm crying, I don't want to bother you. And if I'm a heart and I say, once you have this, I don't want to be in the middle of you and your husband, right? Please take me to Ghana. When I go to Ghana, I may have cousins over there. I may have, we are still in the communal relationship. I'm going to have people that can take care of it. If we are able to raise this kind of money every month, we will be good. Take me to Ghana. Okay. I think that is a better system.
So you made a comment earlier and you said, when we keep the older and the strong and the weak, it makes it, it balance out. So what if the situation, I know in Seattle, Washington, there was a nursing home who decided that they wanted to also create a daycare inside the nursing home. So then the old people are taking care of the little kids. In a situation like this, let's say my mother is there. She's not feeling alone. Let's say I'm going with...
Is it with a special research on it?
No,
because I wouldn't want a 90-year-old to take care of her.
They said their kids are...
The kids are going to kill them.
No, they say it's working actually. This is in Washington, D.C. Like even now there's a wait list of 500 children waiting.
So now you see my point? The balance I was talking about.
Yes, I'm trying to get to your balance.
So the society is saying it that it's a wrong system. That's what society is trying to create a balance. There's no way you will live life without a balance.
I get what you're talking. I understand that we need the balance. But I'm saying, in my take on the whole nursing home is more of a health system.
They're going to be fine.
That's my take. And sometimes then also the timing.
They will be fine. They just need sunshine.
They don't need sunshine. Some of them need help.
Yo, I'm telling you.
Look, I work in the healthcare system.
There's a lot of sicknesses in this country. They go to Africa, they are no more sick. Haven't you, even you yourself, when you go to Ghana, all of a sudden you are healthy?
It's so true.
Some of them you sun.
I'm allergic to pineapple in America, right? I'm allergic. Like if I eat it, yesterday somebody gave me pineapple. My whole hair is still discolored. It's burning. The moment I get to Ghana, I remember I went to Ghana 2016. I ate pineapple and I was fine. Yeah. The moment I got back, I was like, when I got back, I was like, maybe McCoy, and I was okay. So let me eat it again. That day, and I ended up in the ER because my whole face was breaking out again. You get what I'm saying? So that one day, I want to give you that credit. That one is true. But Kumase, I understand what you're saying, that they need vitamin D, whatever it is. But some of them need help. I'm in the healthcare system. I see a lot of...
They can get help in Ghana.
Oh.
You don't think they can get help?
In Ghana?
Yeah.
I don't trust Ghana healthcare system to take care of my mother.
So how is the...
I'm so sorry.
So how is the people living in Ghana surviving?
I don't know. I really sometimes wonder how you people survive in Ghana.
See, the problem that we have is we always think everything has to be the capitalist standard. That's the problem that we have. We always think that it has to be like, we have to compare it. USA say. Well, USA mango driase engine frama. You're gonna stuck with the AC.
Of course.
Okay. Ghana mango driase engine frama. Fresh air. You know what that does to your immune? A lot of people are sick because they don't even open their windows. You need fresh air. You don't need manufactured air. You need fresh air. A lot of the sicknesses here, when you get to Ghana, you don't need it. You're not going to have it.
Okay.
So all I'm saying is, don't just sit down and say, sometimes we become myopic on certain things.
Okay.
Right? Do you know that I could just sit here and paint you in a way that everybody's going to be like, that is Jasmine.
Yeah, it's true. I've been there.
It's the same thing. A lot of people say, I do not trust. Don't we have careless nurses and doctors in America?
Yes, we do.
I have never I've never heard of any doctor raping a patient in Ghana. On the sick bed. I've seen several of them.
Yeah.
I've seen videos of them in America.
That's true, yeah.
Would I say I cannot trust the American health system? I think what we do is we do selective justice. We just pick some of them. Your mother is telling you, I want to go to Ghana. And then you are saying, I cannot trust it.
Okay.
They themselves trusted that they're going to be fine over there.
Kumasi,
give them their wish.
Here in America, let's say insurances are there, right? Healthcare. I'm not saying I know there is in Ghana, right? I'm not saying it's not. I don't know the Ghana system much. I can speak majority on the American system.
Of course.
The American system, insurances are there. Most of the time when you are working, every paycheck on Muti was Social Security and the whole 9 yards. If my parents get to a certain age, I put her in the nursing home. The cost of her even being in the nursing home is not on me.
Right.
The insurance is taking care of it.
Right.
If I take her to Ghana, her cost of everything is on me. I'm not saying I don't trust the healthcare system.
It's actually not on you, though. Your mother lived in America, worked in America, have 401k, have all this. Your mother goes to Ghana. She's going to survive on all the money. Actually, she wouldn't even survive here because the money that she's going to make every month.
It'll be more in Ghana.
In Ghana, it's going to be more. Your mother is going to live like a king.
Okay.
Let her go.
My mom ain't going, and please, let me put it out there. Before my mom come and be thinking she's going to Ghana, you are staying here.
The reason why I'm saying that is...
I want to clear before my mom gets that idea.
When your mother goes down there...
She ain't going nowhere. I'm telling you point blank.
When your mother goes down there, she'll get a chance to eat organic food.
And are you trying to say there's organic here? When you go to Kroger, you see organic.
Can your mother pay for organic food in America?
It's okay. We'll find a way. My mom ain't going to Ghana. I just want to clear the air before that, because she be thinking.
So all I'm saying is, when you actually look at the situation critically, and you want to look at it, there's a way that we can. Especially us,
but Ghana, why not? Who need me per question? I don't trust people
you
taking care of my mom.
You can trust that nurse that you don't know.
But then at least in that situation, I go there. In that situation, I go there. I can put cameras in the room. I'm entitled to that legally.
And do you think you going there fix stuff?
But then when I go there and I see something wrong, I'm able to make sure that it's fixed. Kumasi, I feel like in that case, my eye is on her. Me, I'm more of like, I want to make sure my eye is on her.
Then put her in your home. That's the best way you can see her.
I work... Okay, hold on. No, perfect. I want to use my schedule here.
It's just...
No, I want to use my schedule. Kumasi, I work literally 5 to 5.
Excuses. They are all excuses. All I'm saying is, if you want your eye to be on your mother, put her in your home. No, you don't want to put her in your home.
Because I don't have a healthcare system to take care of her.
She's saying, okay,
put me
in Ghana. You say, no, I don't want that. But I want to put you where you are saying you don't want to be.
Mediocre Ghana. I'm as a child, me especially, when my mom started the conversation of her going to Ghana, like when she gets to that age, after she takes care of her grandkids, for her grandkids to turn 15, then she can go to Ghana. Let me put that out here for her to hear. Do you know why? I'm also doing what she did to my grandmother back to her. I understand when she gets there, for me especially, more of like, I want to make sure I have access to her. That I'm able to walk in and know, say, ma, we okay. I can access her and make sure say she's okay. In Ghana, you have family that will take care of her. I understand. I know Ghana, one of the things I love is the community. I remember when my grandmother was sick, it was like everybody was taking care of her, right? From what I found out later, everybody was there taking care of her. I understand that is there. But me as the child, I want to be able to have access.
But
putting her in my home is great.
Then go live in Ghana with her.
Putting her in my home is great. Hold on, cool down. Putting her in my home is great.
I'm giving you all the options.
No, it's not. Like, I want to do media. I'm always on the road. See, a story pie with DC. I'm in DC.
That's why she's saying, take me home so you can rest. You say, no, I don't want to rest. I want to see you. It's like every decision you are making is about you.
But every decision she made, every decision she also made was about me. So now I have to make it was about her. It was about her. Sorry, it was about her. Every decision, my mom wanted me to go to nursing school. Who was it about? It was about her. She just wanted to say, me buy a nurse. At this point,
we are not being specific.
No, I'm being specific too. Okay. You said every decision I'm making is about me. So like, our parents made decision that was about them. I'm
using you as a metaphor.
But our parents made decision that was about them.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
If they actually want to
do that... Did I tell them I want to move to America?
If they actually want to do that, they would have aborted you.
Cool down. cool down.
If they actually wanted to make a decision, do you really think women want to destroy their body for you?
No, I don't. Like I'm right now. I'm thinking about my future kids, bro. I'm thinking about them.
Yeah.
Like,
They
cool
took
down.
sacrifices, man. A lot of sacrifices. They did it for you. And they are still sacrifices. So you can do your media, do whatever that you are doing. And she say, take me somewhere that I'm not going to be of a burden to you. You are saying, no, I want to see you.
Because how often will I see you?
Put me in your home. No, I'm not going to. Yo, you're making it hard for the parents.
Oh, man, okay. They made it hard for me.
We cannot. I just think that right? We are even lucky. Such a day, we are lucky that we have our mothers here, we have our fathers here, that they are working to make their own money. That burden is not on us. Even if our fathers die right now, all you need to do is to make sure things are kind of organized. When it comes to the money to bury them, the father already worked.
Some of them, no.
I'm talking about us here. We are not talking about the fathers in Ghana.
No, them here. Because recently a situation that a friend was talking to me about a young lady who lost her father, and she was now stuck with a payment to pay for everything. So not all the time do they make arrangements for stuff like that.
When they work, they have 401k, they have whatever.
Okay.
They have all that.
But that happens after.
That.
Okay.
And then if you cannot bury the father, the state takes it
and cremates it.
So what the?
But Africans believe in that?
But it's okay. So what I'm saying is, things cannot be how we want it. Okay, I really want to take care of my father. I don't have the money. I want to bury my father. I do not have. That's what I want to do. The state say, hey, I'm going to come in. This is how we're going to take care of it.
But that one there is okay. But when the state came in and said put them in nursing home, it wasn't okay.
I'm not saying it's okay. I do not have a choice. In your situation, you have a choice. The mother have given you a choice, clear choice. Take me to Ghana. You are resisting that choice because it's not what favors you. And I think that is selfish.
Okay.
You don't think it's selfish?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't. I'm making a decision that will be best in the best interest of my mother. The same way she made decisions that was in the best interest of me.
Oh, so now you are responsible for your mother.
Yeah, I'm making the decision that's in the best
I
interest.
thought you said you were not responsible for your mother.
Hold on. Let me clarify that statement. Mommy, hold on. My mom watches the show before she come and say, cool down.
Man.
I am responsible for my mother, right? But I want to ask you a question. You're an African man who, you know the Ghana system more. Why is it that Africa, because here in America, right, most of the time they raise their kids, you're responsible for yourself, I'm responsible for me, right? They don't put their financial burden on their kids. Why is it that Africa, parents put their financial burden on their kids without thinking about their kids, their own responsibility? I want to know.
Okay. I just explained something to you a few minutes ago that they live in a specific system.
Of course, yes.
That system that they have. Then you sit down and ask yourself, why do our parents do inheritance?
Americans do inheritance too.
Why do they do it? Because inheritance didn't start in this generation. Inheritance has always been there. When my father has a cocoa farm, if my father is a farmer, it is mine. I automatically have the birthright to it. Why do you think I have the birthright to it? He's taking care of me. He's taking care of me. He's done whatever he's supposed to. Why should he give his property to me? Because that is the system at the time. The system in their time is, I'm taking care of you. Make sure you do the right things. You get a good job, and then you take care of me. In their sense, good job is you having lands, you having properties, and then you take care of me. That is the system. Their system has been switched up on them without them making a replacement for that system.
Of course.
And now they are left hanging. What do you want that old man in that system to do? What do you think he should do? This is the system that he came to meet. That's why I asked you. You came to meet the system that you put in 401k, you put in this one, you put this one. This is what you do. All of a sudden, that system switch up on you. What are you going to do? You don't know any other system. This is all you know. You can only give what you have. I believe that sometimes we need to cut them some slack. They took care of us. They did what they were supposed to do. They were invaded. Everything switched up on them. Now they are in a confused state. What do we do? in their mind, they think that their kids are supposed to take care of them. Now their kids like, now I got to take care of my kids. That man is stuck. What you want him to do? It's not like they didn't do what they were supposed to do. I was listening to the CEO of Nokia. He said, we didn't do anything wrong. We are still researching. We are putting the phones out there.
Nokia is still making phones? Why?
They just went out, I think last year, they just completely went off.
So sad.
You know, all I'm saying is sometimes you can do what you are supposed to do. Mm-hmm. It's like the child that was told to go to school. Go to school, go to school, go to school, go to school, go to school. Do this course. When you finish this course, there's going to be a job for you. And he's gone to school and there's no job. System switch up on him. By the time he finished school, his job has been taken by AI.
Yeah. Oh.
All I'm saying is, are you going to blame this child? No. That was the system that he knew. The system switch up on him. He didn't do anything wrong. The system switch up on him.
Yeah.
So this child will cut him some slack. Mm-hmm. You know, I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, it's Juma." I say, "You go school." I say, "Do we now? We Juma. Omo we warehouse no chair omo na omo we share you hano." You've not been in that situation.
You've never
been in that situation.
Hard.
That's why you're speaking like that. Mm-hmm. You know what it takes.
Yeah.
To read a thesis in front of like 100, 200, 300 people. You have no idea how people are preparing their whole life to do this. And then they finish this and there's no reward for what they did.
Yeah.
And then you sit in your home. You didn't go to school. You did something you think is working for you. Like you can criticize this guy.
Yes. I hate when people do that.
I think that's the same thing that we are doing. You say, oh, and then I'll say, oh, now Baba. None of their system was wrong. At the time they lived in, that was the best.
But then our forefathers made, even though there was no insurance and retirement and stuff, they made adequate.
Their insurances were their kids.
Well, I think my grandmother, her insurance was me.
Me, my grandfather. Unyeske bia no afrabe kwame. Ufi, I said, "Bra, then I'll go." He say, Skyway. He say we had the base, he showed me. You know why you think he was showing me all this stuff?
So in case of anything,
because he knew if he wasn't around,
you'll be able to.
I will stand in, and he trusts my judgment. That's why he was showing me all these things.
But he made adequate investment.
But what I'm saying is that was his insurance policy.
That's what I was about to say.
So imagine there's no bank. Imagine the time my mother, my grandfather and I were going through all that process. Imagine there's no bank. His bank is me. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, boom, I die. You gonna blame this man that this man didn't plan his life?
No.
You know, I think we need to cut them some slack. That's what I'm saying. We've judged them and we are judging them based on modern standards. That's why I keep saying we can only give what we have. That's me. You cannot do anything that you don't know.
Oh, no, I'm not doing
everything that you are doing right now, you're doing it because you know.
Of course.
If the thing doesn't exist in your mind, how can you?
I wouldn't even know to do it.
You wouldn't know the thing to do. Mm-hmm. So instead of us saying that our forefathers, they were supposed to do this, they didn't do it, they didn't balance, they did. Yo, Papa now know what a crabby as a all he knows is the farm. What does that man need a car for?
A car. What
would he need a car for? The man is living in a society that every night they all come together, they tell themselves stories, they tell jokes, and they do all. What does he need a TV for? Mm-hmm. Like, you get what I'm saying?
This is what he.
It knows. Is when the TV becomes a necessity. That's why people get it. If it is not why do people have a smartphone? Why are people buying $2,000 phones? We are buying $2,000 phones because it serves a specific purpose for us. Of course. If you do not have a purpose for it, why do we get it? Why will I
buy it?
That's it.
Please, let me clarify before my mother comes for my head. I beg. I need to putting my mom in the nurse. I was just asking questions. But she might or stress me. I'm sure she will go. Just so you know. So you really don't believe that. So you make adequate plans for your parents.
Yes, I'm just
asking you.
I've already made them.
So can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
So you have both your parents. Your wife has both the parents. Let's say you guys are the only two kids. You have siblings, whatever. But you guys are the only two kids that can take it. You literally move both your mother-in-law and your father-in-law, and your father and your mother in the
my
home.
wife what I said. I said my life is about family. Family is everything to me. If I have money right now, I'll build an estate and put all my family in one place. That is my goal, to put all my family in one place. I want my mother. I want to be able to walk down the street and see my brother and the kids. That's the life I want. I don't know if they want to do that, but that's what I want. It may not work out, but if I'm able to buy 5 houses
In the same community.
I could put all my siblings in the same place.
Please hurry up, because I need a house.
I could put all my siblings in the same place, and we're gonna be in the same place. Look at all this. Go read about the dynasty that has survived the most is the Medici dynasty. That's how they lived.
Yeah.
There's strength in numbers, I'm telling you.
There is.
Some of us might be some kind of way, some
But
kind of
still,
way. But I'm telling
we're
you,
still family.
You have no idea.
So what is your take on the nursing homes that they're building in Ghana? Because recently I heard that they're building nursing homes.
But we always copy wrong anyway. We've had a system that is working. Why are you changing the system that works?
So that one is useless. I don't
it is only in Ghana that the church built prisons and the state built chapel. Only in Ghana. The church built prisons. We are backward though. Yeah.
Like, I was like, why is the church building prisons? When I first heard that, I was like, wait, what business do you have with that?
Prisons and the state built churches.
I thought the church is supposed to change people. So why are they trying to arrest us? Like, why?
You see, in the Bible, we have to take care. It's the same thing. It's the wicked one. The people in the Jesus can say, "Let me quit if you ask I'm a hermit." The reason why he's saying that is how we take care of the weaker ones. The person that is in jail is God. There's nothing he can do.
Yeah.
And it means you help those who cannot help themselves. That's why I always say we thrive together. When I hold your hands, you hold his hands. That's how we all move together.
It's a circle of life.
But it looks like everybody's like, I want to be here. And that system is wrong, in my view. Culturally, it is wrong. I don't think my forefathers will forgive me if I ever put any of my parents. They would never forgive me.
My parents will bury me if I do that.
Like, they will never forgive me. Like, I'm going to put, especially when they're saying they don't want to go. I don't want to go there. Some of them are crying to the extent that somebody is saying, I'll take my life if you put me there.
Yeah, that one day, once you say that, then don't do it.
We have some of our grandfathers and grandparents and saying, me wa mama family fridge. And they are still putting them in there. I do not understand. This person, that's the last thing you could ever do for your mother or your father. You can't just follow that simple instruction.
But because a man family chef fridge man, what do they mean by that statement?
Bury them.
Right, like the Muslim style?
Yes. It means bury them. Back in the day, they used to have this, I don't know if you heard of it, there was this plant called a champon.
I think I've heard that.
So when we tried that plant now, I saw one of my grandfather's mother. My grandfather's mother, I saw her. I even go see her. Because when she was laid and they had a champon
on her. A champon leaves, right? Yeah.
And yeah, the plant itself, if
Okay.
you try, they go so it preserve everybody from decay.
And then she just lays there.
She lays there.
For how many days?
Yo, I'm not even gonna take you to look at Egypt. They mummified the body for 3,000 years and it's still not.
Yes.
We have a system. Why all of a sudden say, no, we just want the electrical way? I don't get it. You see, we change things when they are broken. When things are not broken, we don't change them. Why will we change this camera?
It's not broken.
What would be the reason for us to change it?
We have a new camera. Maybe there's a new
But why
updated
would we
one.
even have a new camera?
Maybe there's a new updated one.
So
I know where you're going. I'm trying to.
all I'm trying to say or do is we have a system. Let's look into our system. There were some systems that wasn't right, like FGM, female genital mutilation. Get rid of her.
Yeah.
Girl child education, promote it.
Yes.
You understand? These are the things that we need to. But the ones that are working too, you are changing it. Because you are going full hybrid.
Yes.
So, I'm not even getting it.
Yeah,
You see, we are building nursing homes right now because we want to be like these people. The system is different. To say, if they had the land that we have, they would never build a nursing.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they had the land that we have, or park a soccer out to a brutus or an FFI, they would never do what they are doing. What they have, a home system no more building. What they have, home system and no more building. The reason why, so I heard that the reason why they don't build all these kind of concrete houses because of the tornadoes.
Oh yeah.
That's why they don't do it.
I've always wondered, like, why.
That's why they don't want to do it. Yeah, so you could see Nia dying out. You could see Nia. So you just have to look. We just have to look into your society and build what suits your society. And because other people are doing it, you are doing it. You go to Saudi Arabia, they know the reason, they know the system that they live in, they know the problem that they have. That's why they know why they are making decisions that they are not making. You can't sit in your home and say, "Oh, you have to do this."
Can't sit in a glass house and throw stones.
Yeah, if something works for you, doesn't mean it will work for me. Let's all find what works for us better and then focus on that. That's all.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead. Baby.
My last question for you. So if KK decides to put you in a nursing home, what would you do?
He wouldn't do it.
I'm asking out of curiosity.
No, he wouldn't do it.
If KK decides,
you need to understand the kind of child that you are raising. He wouldn't do it.
But out of curiosity, what would you do?
What can I do?
Just out of curiosity.
I'm trusting my child to do what is right by me.
But out of curiosity,
but what can
if he's doing right by you, is putting you in the next one,
but what I'm saying is that I am weak. What can I do?
You just stick with the plan.
That's why I trust him to make the right decision. How can I try? How will I be able to trust my son to make the right decision? Based on how I train my son.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying he will not do it.
Drop mic. Don't drop a lavalier. Let me say before he comes and be dropping lavalier for us.
Yep.
Well, I guess, please, I want to clap, because it's like every time I say something, my parents come for a beg. I will not put you guys in the nursing home. I might take you guys to Ghana, though.
Do your father want to be in the nursing home?
My dad wants to leave America, like, once he gets to a certain age. Oh, not America, but, like, he wants to be in Ghana once he gets to it. Like, he's already started the conversation.
Why do you think he want to be there?
He wants to be home. Like, well, he's already started the conversation, because as you know, you people are heading there. Let me add, you people are heading there. He wants to be home. My mom also wants to be home as well. So yeah. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Kumasi Yami, my bullheaded man who disagreed with me. You're supposed to have my back as a little sister, but it looks like he doesn't have my back. I'm not putting my parents in a nursing home, guys, just to clarify. Thank you to Mingles for producing the show today. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Thank you to you for watching as well. We will catch you guys next time. If you're on YouTube, Facebook, don't forget to hit the subscribe or the follow button. You are truly appreciated. Be safe out there, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye for now. Bye.